Welcome back, friends. This is the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter, and we're going to do some half-ass crafts in the form of... Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess what we're doing? I'm so excited. I have the March issue of Vogue, and I think this is the March issue of Harper's Bazaar. And these are my two favorite magazines to get paper doll bodies and heads and things out of. So if you are like, I don't want to get all the magazines. These are the two that I like and get the most content out of. That and W Magazine. But W Magazine is only 6 issues, I think. And I think these are 10 each. Maybe one's 8 and one's 10. I don't remember. Anyway, these are good. I have had a lot of magazine subscriptions, and I kept Harper's Bazaar. I would have kept Vogue, but they wanted to charge me $30, and I wasn't going to pay it. So I do still have a subscription to Harper's Bazaar. I renewed that one because I like that magazine. So I am going to go through these magazines. I may speed through a little bit just to get us, there. This one I know that I've been through because some of the pages do have marks on them. So we will see what past me thought I might like as we pick a body. So we're going to pick a body. We may pick, we may just find the head of someone that we really like, or the legs of someone. I really like her. She's pretty tall though. Let me show you what I did last night. I've prepped. I know. I'm like Julia Child. I have a casserole already made in the other oven. I prepped this background last night. I don't know if it's going to be one background for like one double page spread or if it'll be 2 separate backgrounds. I'm not sure. She's kind of tall though for this background, which is a bummer because I really like her body. Let's see. Ooh. Diana Ross. Well, we may have to use her head. Let's mark her. So what I'm doing is I'm actually looking for somewhat of a small-ish body. That's a friend, isn't it? We're just gonna take it out because it's a friend. And I know I'm looking for bodies, but also if I find background pieces, I'm just gonna take those probably. Definitely, because I just did, in case you missed it. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for somewhat of a small-ish body. That's actually a really cool body to go in my small journal. I'm going to mark that. So we're just flipping through. Ooh, this would be neat on a glue book because you would cut like this whole thing out. And that would be funny to put on a glue book. I know, I can't get away from the glue booking. Like my brain is in full-on glue book mode. Her body is about the size. Oh, actually it's a little big. Just kidding. You thought you knew. I thought I knew. No one knows. No one knows. This is kind of a neat body. She's in a weird position, so it'd be very hard to like color her, but it is kind of a neat body. It'd be okay for a glue book though. Maybe. Keep going. We're still looking for bodies. Okay, this body is a good size, is it? They make their legs so long. They really do like extend out their legs. They extend them out right here, actually. From the calf muscle down to the ankle. That's one area that they extend them, and I think that they also extend up here a little bit. But I wish that I could remember where I saw one that was a very poor Photoshop job, and I was like, oh, that's what they did. I just love these ladies' faces. I know that she has writing on her face, though, and she's kind of overlapping, so that kind of makes it difficult, but I just love them. So we're looking for a small-ish body. That's my first. What if we made a body out of this teacup? That's a skirt. Let's take it. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find an actual body because that's just always easier to contend with than trying to make a body. But if I can't find, oh yeah, I wanted this. That's a friend. Come with me, friend. Okay, hang on. These are some legs. These legs could be for our teacup. Oh, they're just so stinking long. Look at where her calf muscle ends. I want you to look at your own calf muscle and then look where it ends. It actually ends like way down here. Like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. It's ridiculous. Well, that's a good head, possibly. Let's mark her. She might be a good head. So in my how-to video, I did give a rule. It's not a rule that you have to follow. It's a like rule of thumb of whatever your original person's body is. Try to find a head that's at least 2 times their size, but you can go bigger. It's just whatever makes you giggle. Whatever makes you giggle, you should do that. And I want to see if I can find another body that might work. It's so windy. Oh, I like her head. I'm going to mark it. It is so windy today. I don't even know what's going on. She is way too big, but I could cut her down and I could use her. What's on the other side? I could use her. I would need a really big head though. This is really where the two rule comes in, is when you're doing like larger dolls, because then you need to realize whatever you put on your page, you also are going to have a head that's minimum twice as big as that. So if I did twice as big, that means the head would come here, which means I would have to cut her off right here, which isn't bad. I mean, that could be fine. I'm going to take this because I actually want to do that. I have an idea for a, whoops, I don't know why this is tearing so weird. I have an idea for a double page spread where we have one lady up front and then we have a lady further back. So that's my idea. But now she's going to need a really big head. That's fine. We'll find one. We'll find one. Oh, these are fun. Aw, those are so fun. It's great for a glue book. Look at that. Oh, that's a good body. That'd be easy to cut out. And it's small. What's on the other side? Yep. All right. So now we have bodies and now we need heads. So, and the beauty is I could use her, well, I don't want to use her head because I'm going to need her neck because I have all of this stuff going on. So I probably want to keep her neck. Oh my gosh, look at that kid in the little bunny costume. That's cute. Silly. All right, so we're going to flip through and see if maybe there's another body that makes us stop and go, ooh, there's the body. Here's a huge head and she has a hat on. But I think she would be, I don't know. We'll cut it out. That's where I'm at. I'll try it. I'll try anything. I'm good. These bodies are about the right size. There's some sunglasses you could cut out for a smaller body. All right. Oh, I kind of like her head. There's a lot that I like on these 2 pages. There's also a hat. I'm not sure that her head would be big enough to be silly. Okay, let's go through the Harper's Bazaar. We're going to see a lot of the same stuff we just saw, but that's okay because we didn't get some things. We weren't looking for heads in the other one. So let's, oh, that's a head, isn't it? I have this ad on so many magazines. I'm going to finally use it. I haven't used her yet, but I think I can put her, she may be too big for that one. She may be the right size for this one. So we're going to try her head. So now I have 2 heads as a possibility for this one. So let's find another head for this lady. This page, I think I want to try to do a gel print pull with. That's a big head. She doesn't have a neck, but that's okay because she does have a neck. Yeah. Whoa. That got a little out of hand there, didn't it? All right. Do we want to keep looking in case we find another head that we might want to use? Oh, I did mark this one. I must have marked it. I got it while I was at lunch one day. And I like to flip through them while I'm eating lunch. And I must have marked it while I was flipping through it. Usually I only mark bodies because that's the frame of reference that my mind does things, is I'm like body, 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 body. And then I'm like, okay, now I've got bodies. Let me look for heads. I don't normally mark heads out of the gate. Any more heads? Balenciaga. Every time I see an ad, that's how I read that. Balenciaga. She's kind of in a shadow though. Those are big heads. How? She's pretty small. I think I'm gonna like that head. I like that size. These are all good bodies because it's a full length body. But they're a little bit big for this size of an art journal. A dude head? No. He has a Balenciaga puffy coat. That seems expensive. Are they warm though? Can you go skiing in it? This is my question. Like, how performant are these luxury brands? Are they performant? I don't know. Oh, I love these shoes. I don't know what to do with them, but they're going to go in something, somewhere, at some point. I like that body too. But again, it's a little big. You may have to cut off her legs. Ooh, I like this body too. That's a good head. What's on the other side? Oh, choices and decisions. I think I like this one. I think I'm going to take this. Okay. Now, both of these ladies have 2 heads as possibilities. There's a body and 2 heads. Here's 2 heads and a body. And I did get a little teacup if I wanted to make another body. I just need legs for it, which should be fairly easy to find if I need to find them. That is also a good head. So now that we have that, all right. So we have 2 heads for one body and 2 heads for a body. Okay. Now, and then I also have that friend and I have that friend. So now I need some more friend things. I do have these fussy cuts that I've already done. So I'm going to go through them. I haven't cut that California bear out. I have this. I have this lady, but I don't think I'll use her. I have a bird, but I don't think that would be good. I have a teacup, but I don't think that would be good. This may be interesting to put in the background. I could even cut around it. Okay, that's a possibility. Oh, I have these. That may be neat. That's the correct color. I have a leaf. That may work. I don't think I want those. So little stamps. I have this horse that I cut out. Oh, there's a cat. The cat could be like, what up, dog? Get it? Because it's a cat. But it would say dog. No, no, okay. Oh, I have this little dog head, but I kind of want to put that on a body. I have that panther head. I have a little hat. I have some pumpkins. I have a bookcase. Oh, there's another dog. Oh, you know what? I have these cookies. These cookies may be interesting. I have a clock. I have this dog who is sitting on something. Maybe he could be sitting on a cookie. I have this little owl. Maybe an owl. A piggy bank. Maybe. I have that. I have this little snake. That might work. I have this lady. Oh, I've got a unicorn and a running raspberry, I guess. A bird? No. This owl? No. These? Ooh. Yes, I do want those. I definitely want those, but those are going to be background pieces. Okay. All right. Well, actually, that's enough stuff. So now I have things that I can put on here. So let's put all of this back in here somewhat carefully so we don't get it all. Ugh, it always scares me when I'm pulling everything in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, so this stuff I've already fussy cut mostly. So let's see. I feel like the dog could be sitting on that. All right, well, I can't do the background until I know what my foreground is. Oh, I didn't want this raspberry, and I don't think I want the little unicorn, but I might if I find out that I want it. I know where it's at, so okay. Let me go cut out our bodies, and then I'll have to come back, and then we'll start laying things out and see what it looks like. All right, okay, we've cut. It's all been fussy cut. Hooray! I fussy cut out these little circles. I fussy cut this little parrot jewel. We have a pink sheep, and I even tried to like fussy cut some little ridges. I don't know if you can see the little ridges, kind of, so that it looks like it's fluffy. So what I wanted to show you was a few things. So remember, we cut out this body and we cut out this body because I wanted to have a larger body on one page and a smaller body on the other page. Maybe they would interact in some way. And then I cut out these two heads for the small body. So here is head number 1, which works. I mean, it looks very normal. It doesn't really make me giggle. The proportions are a little off, so that kind of makes me giggle. I'm not a big fan of her facial expression. She looks too serious. So then I have this head, and her hair turned out really well. I really like how I was able to cut her hair out. And she's funnier. I like her. But then again, her facial expression is too serious. So I thought, okay, you know what? I have some eyes. So let's see if I can find her some laughing eyes or some funny eyes or something. And so I have these eyes, which do look good on her. But again, it's just the proportion is what makes it silly. I have these eyes, which again, they just look normal. It's nothing too silly. It doesn't make you giggle. Those made me giggle a little bit more, but not too much. There were these eyes, which I thought were really interesting because they are black and white. And so now this makes her much more interesting in my mind. So those were a contender. And then there were these eyes, which were funny because she's like, what? So that was hilarious, but they don't really fit. But they were there. And then I tried this one eye and I was like, oh, that's hilarious because she's like a cyclops that's like, are you kidding me? What is happening? So that was funny. And I thought maybe that's how I would go with this. But then I remembered that, so when I cut out my dolls and things, I do end up with extras. I don't harvest a magazine, but when I harvest a magazine for a layout, I do have extras. And so I have extra heads, I have extra eyes, I have extra arms and legs. I mean, but not many, right? So I was like, oh, well, hang on. You know what? I do have some other heads. And so that's when I found this head. And that made me giggle. So I do like this, but I actually have this page that I am saving. Isn't that fabulous? And look, doesn't she look wonderful on that? So she looks very like classy. It may be too traditional, but who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna use that for, but I wanna use that head on that body, I think. So we're gonna go with this lady. And it's funny, she was in an ad where she had a glass up to her ear and she's listening to her neighbors through the wall. But I thought she's kind of funny because she can be looking up at the bigger doll on this side. So then they could interact. So now it becomes a 2-page spread. So, okay, I think that's what I want to do with her is I want to put this lady's head on that body. So now let's talk about this side and this body. So this is a big body. So I cut out a very big head and then I cut out a smaller head. And if I do it this way, it doesn't look too bad, but watch. So first off, when I lay it down on this paper, her hat completely gets swallowed up by the border, which is actually kind of cool. But when I put the body on her, it's weird. Or maybe it's not weird. It's weird in this angle, but when I look at it over there on my computer screen, I kind of like it. And then she could be over here looking over at her like, WTF are you doing? Okay, that's actually kind of hilarious. All right, so maybe that's a choice. What I was actually going to show you was that this head was a little bit too big for this body because the body kind of disappears. The head becomes the focal point of this whole page. And then the body doesn't really exist. So we see that, which actually turns out to not be too bad. So then I was like, well, what if I did this head, which is way better. And then I wanted to do like some funky hair. So then I thought, well, I've got these eyes. So what if I give her some big eyes? And she's like, what? And then I was like, and then I could give her a funny hat. And now she gets really interesting. So do I want to do that or do I want to do that? I think I want to do this. I think I want to go bonkers with this one. And I think I want her, the only way that using this would be funny is if I gave her like, if I could find some really big, silly looking eyes of some sort, which I don't know. I don't have any of those cut out and I have to look for them. So the one thing you may notice is that these eyes are very similarly sized. Like I can line her nose up almost perfectly. So we're not too far off, but because they're so expressive, I feel like I can do that, and they look great. And then I want to give her a funny hat, and it may not be this as the funny hat. There may be something else as her funny hat. Oh, that's hilarious. So I may have to chop off her arm a little. I may have to bring her way down so that I can give her a funny hat. Yes. Okay. So let's glue this lady, because we definitely want her on this body looking over there like, what is going on? What are you even doing over there? And I'm going to kind of turn her head this way a little. So one rule that you can utilize is when you want to like figure out, are you positioning things correctly, is if you line up the chins, you're going to get it very close to where it needs to be. So if you look here, there's her chin. And if I put her chin here, it's going to look correct. Because even though her neck is skinny, that puts her neck in a correct spot where a neck would be. So that your mind isn't like, wait, that's off. Because you want it all to flow. You want your brain to be like, oh yeah, that's in the realm of possibilities. Sure, we've got her. So she's done. We're going to figure out what we should do around her and behind her and that sort of thing. We need to figure out what we're going to do here. I do want to put these eyes on Zendaya. Is that her name? Zendaya? And I am offsetting her eyes just a smidgen. That's hilarious. And then she needs some sort of bonkers hat. I don't know what bonkers hat I'm going to give her, but she needs a bonkers hat. So let us find one. So folks ask me how I organize things. I don't really have a system. I've had the 3-ring binder system, but I find that I like these clear envelopes better. And I just put a piece of masking tape and write down head, eyes, arms, legs, and bodies. There's my bodies. And the bodies are like random things that I cut out that I think, oh, maybe I'll try this for a body. And if I don't like it on that person, then I'm like, never mind, let's try something else. I'm trying to see if I have, so these are the printables from Tisha Moore that I'm going through to see if I have anything in here that could be interesting. Even if it's just little pieces that I can like fit together. Because I could, I could make her a hat. You can make the hat with whatever. Or we could give her a crown of a ring or a bracelet. Well, let's glue her head down. So I like to keep the heads underneath because that gives me something to glue the new head to. And I know some people don't because they think that it, they feel like that it puts bulk in their books. That's fine. I don't mind my books being all bulky and wavy, and I mean, this page is curling, and sometimes it does bother me, and I'm like, why is it curling? Like whenever my ATCs curl, that bothers me, or my tags, that will bother me. But I know that this paper is going to curl. I mean, that's just the nature of what paper does. So I try not to be too grumpy about it. So if we did down here, I could cut off her arm. She's kind of low, but I really do want to give her like a crazy hat of some ilk. I don't know what though. I do have this watch, which I've been saving for a body, but I don't like it as a body. I've tried it a couple different ways as a body and I don't like it. So we're just going to cut it in half. What if we cut this part off? Nope, I don't like that. I think I don't like the edges, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay. Okay, now we're getting wacky. All right. Fussy cutting scissors are going to be easier for this. Let me move her up. She's hanging off the edge, and then I have to take a step back so I don't bend her, and that's sort of annoying for everyone involved, but most especially me, and this is my art. All right, so let's move this book. All right, we're gonna move the book out of the way. Wow, look at all of my things. We're gonna put her here. All right, and we're gonna see if we can find some sort of bonkers hat for her. I mean, that's a pretty good hat. I'm not mad at it. And if I cut this a little bit more, yeah, let's do that. I like that. Okay. So this is gonna fit over that, down to there, just like that. Squish that down, flip it over to go ahead and glue this part down too. I'm gonna glue this. Some people would probably just cut it off, but I don't see any reason to make a mess for myself. Oh, I like that. I like the little, yes. Okay, we need something else behind her. We have these, which were light fixtures, but I don't think I have enough space on my book. Now I'm gonna pull my book back in. All right, let me put the top on my glue because boy, am I good at forgetting about that while I'm sitting here working. Okay, she's gonna be over there somewhere. We have to figure out everybody first before we can put them anywhere. I like that. What if we added, oh my gosh, yes, now she gets crazy. Now we're getting bonkers. Bonkers bananas. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Not on this page. If we do this, and then we do this. This is why I don't do paper dolls with y'all a lot, because there's a lot of thinking involved. And then I get all confused. Oh my God, that's great. We're putting it in. It's going down. I don't know what's going to happen. It might not fit on this book the way I want it to, but we'll figure it out. It'll all end up being okay. Some way, shape, or form. That needs to be centered on her head a little. Yes. All right, we're gluing it down. We're gluing on her head. We're just doing it. Because here's the thing, y'all. You got to do it. You have to make that first step. Okay, yes. I got it glued a little tipsy, and I have that for a reason. Let's see if I'm correct in my reasoning here. Because I think if I do that, all right, I may have to cut that little thing off the top of that bird. And then she's over here like, what is going on? And then maybe what I do, maybe I can give her, you know, there's like some drinks behind her so that we can say that maybe she's had a couple of drinks and she's like a little tipsy, but she's wondering what the heck is going on this other side. And then, oh, I had something. I had this. Can I make her like a belt out of it? Maybe. Yeah, I can do that. I can doodle that so that it looks like a belt. She's gonna have a snake belt. Heck yeah, she is. Heck yeah, she is. Like that. Just like that. Yep. That's what she's got. All right, and then we can do, I've got this owl that I could put behind her. Oh, this makes her kind of magical, doesn't it? Oh, this is great. And then I think I want to put this up here. Indeed, I do. And I love this dog, but the dog maybe needs to be under her arm a bit. Come on, there you go. So maybe the dog's back here like, what's going on? The dog is sort of floating. We need to give the dog somewhere to land. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have the sheep. Can I get the sheep? No. The sheep doesn't really work. Well, the sheep might work there. Okay, she's cool. I like what she's got going on. What if I put this leaf behind her? And I have these cookies. Let's move the leaf up a little. I don't know, I feel like I'm glue booking at this point, but that's okay. And then we can have this dog on the cookies. Yes. Oh, I have another cookie. I could put a cookie behind the owl to kind of bring out the owl a bit. Whoa. Don't mess it up. Okay, I like what's going on over here. I actually am not sure that I like this sheet, but I do have these cookies. So what if so she's like just enjoying her cookies and cocktail. And she's like, what's going on over there? And the Bonkers lady comes in and she's like, I'm covered in jewels. What do you mean what's going on? Isn't it fabulous? And the lady's like, yeah, maybe. Maybe not. What if we did, we put this. She needs something. Wait. I think I might have it. Where's my fussy cuts? I think I know what to put behind her. I've been saving this to go behind someone. I have this foliage and I'm like, it just needs to go behind someone. So what if it goes behind her? Maybe it goes on this side. Let's take these two things out. Let's take all this out. So what if it goes over here? It could even go up some, huh? Whoa, yeah, now she has like a whole, she's got like a whole situation. Oh, I like her having a whole situation. I like that a lot. Okay, we are going with this. So first off, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right there. And then I'm gonna put dots of glue on here. I don't wanna move it because I just wanna lay her back down and have that be right where that goes. All right, let's do some glue here to glue that down. Oh my gosh, this is fabulous. She's got like the biggest headdress ever. I'm so gonna have to cut something off somewhere. All right, it's okay. We can cut things off. It's just fun. We're just having fun. Does it make you giggle? Then you should do it, period. And that's the best. Oh my gosh, I love this head. I am in love with it. It's great. I actually almost now kind of want a different body for her, which is fine because I can cut her, I can cut this body and I can give her a smaller body if I want. I could give her just like, oh man. Yeah, I like her too much to, I don't think I want to do this. I do like that. That's okay. All right, we're cutting her head off. I'm making an executive decision because I want her all on here. So I can cut this down. I can put her head like that. And then this could be her body. And or this could be a body. No, I think maybe we should do I also have this, which could also be a body, like so. So we could glue her down. We could do this. I could draw her in a little neck, or you know what I have? I have these little pieces from that watch. Oh, now we're just Frankensteining some things together, y'all. This is where it gets wild. So I can give her a neck, like so. Or I could give her a larger neck, like so. This is gonna have to be cut if we're gonna use it. So we can do this and that. And I can give her arms. Hang on, I think I have arms. Oh wait, I do have arms. I have silly arms. Hang on. Oh my gosh, I was saving these arms for something fabulous. This may be it. Welcome to my brain. Yep. That's it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. And I can glue her to, I left this long enough that that actually ends up being a neck. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh, that's too good. Yes, yes. Okay, all right. So we're gonna glue this here and here and here and all over here. All right. Oop, oop. Okay, and I want that to be right there. Okay, so now she has, I'm actually kind of wondering if I can do that. Oh, she's kind of in a glare. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think I need the gold piece. All right, and then she's gonna go on there like that. But now she needs things behind her. So we could give her a kitty cat, but then it kind of looks like she's punching the kitty cat, so let's not do that. We could give her an owl, kind of like coming out of her hair. Ooh, what if we put the owl up here? What if we did that with the owl? Oh my gosh, I love this. This is great, and this is good. She definitely needs some stuff around her. So maybe we could just put some cookies behind her, like this. And then we have these light fixtures. Yes! Oh my gosh, I love it! I love it. I think maybe I want to put another cookie back there and put that light fixture there. Yes, but you know what I want to do? I actually want to cut the center of this cookie. Okay, that's what I want. And then I want this under there, like that. Yes. Oh my God, this is lovely. Okay, now I gotta go glue it. I am gonna cut this little hot air balloon, I think, so that it looks like it is taking off in the background. So I will try to do that, and I'll come back once it's glued. Magic. All right, I glued everything down. I know. You're like, wait, you promised that you were just gonna glue it down. It's almost completed. I know. So what happened was I glued everything down, and then I was like, I'll just outline everything so that y'all don't have to watch me outline everything because, well, that's super boring. But then I kind of got into it, and then I realized, doodling with the camera is really hard because the editing on that takes forever, because usually it's just my big noggin over here and me trying to figure out how to draw because I don't know how. But I did all of this. It's very cool. We did a lot of glittering and stickles over here. And then we gave her some pink glasses with some stickles, which I think are fabulous. I might outline her lips with a Pitt pen just to give it more color. If I had those handy, I would show you, but they're over there in a cabinet. And actually, as I'm standing here talking and looking at this, I think I might actually put some stickles on these cookies because I think that might be neat. And maybe even some on these they're lights is what they are. But yeah, so that's what I did. So I gave her the little die cut eyelashes instead of drawing them on. I really love those die cut eyelashes. And I gave her a different body. I think we went through that, but I gave her this little background piece too, so she looks like a sandwich cookie. I'll hold that up. See? And I got a little bit of Happy Mail from Yolande at Devon Rex for Art, and this was in it. So thank you, Yolande. And I think that's it. I may paint her some clothes on. I'm not sure. This stuff sort of sits in here for a while, and then as I like learn more things and I open up my repertoire, I guess, of art journaling practices, then I go back to them and I'm like, oh, you know what I should do here? I should do this, or I should do that. So I will probably do something with these bodies, but I'm not going to finish it all at once right now. So I don't think that I am a start to finish, okay, I'll never touch that page again, art journaler. I think that that's just the reality of our situation, my friends. So yeah, I'll probably add some more stickles around and play around with this here and there, off and on. But I got so much glue booking I have to do, so I'm gonna go harvest some magazines, and maybe I'll bring you along to that. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the magazine people collage.